Columnist Nicole Lampert said the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's new place in the pecking order became apparent with their UK return for the Platinum Jubilee. The commentator said Harry and Meghan, who quit royal duties in 2020, were now the royal equivalent of the B-list. Writing for Newsweek, Ms. Lampert said, "But the further away from the crown you are, the colder it is, and Prince Harry and Meghan are practically in Siberia." Even among the ardent royalists outside the cathedral on Friday cheering the arrivals, there were some who booed this former favoured pair. How quickly their cachet has fallen. Key events: Harry very upset after being ignored. 12:22 Andrew tipped for royal comeback in days. Prince Andrew has been tipped to take part in a major public event within just days. Buckingham Palace confirmed today a service will be held on Monday to mark Garter Day, for the first time since 2019. And the Duke of York may step out to join other fellow Knights of the Order of the Garter. Read more here. 11:09 Kate breaks silence on Louis after he stole show at Jubilee. Kate spoke about her adorable 4-year-old son Prince Louis during a visit to a baby bank. The Duchess of Cambridge headed to Brent on Wednesday to visit the Little Villages Hub, the biggest network of baby banks in the capital. During the visit, she cooed over a baby in a pram and commented on how her youngest child, who stole the show at the Platinum Jubilee with his cheeky behavior, is growing up fast. She said, "You forget how tiny they are, when you see their little shoes and things like that. I keep thinking Louis is my baby, but he's a proper boy now." 10:29 Big issue vendor praises charming William for record sales. Prince William has been praised by a big issue vendor for selling more copies than him, describing the royal as a great guy. Dave Martin, who was joined by the future king on the streets, said that the 39-year-old royal sold more copies than him. The 60-year-old vendor said, "William sold more than me. That was to be expected. But he was using my card machine so it didn't, so all those sales are recorded as mine. He was a great guy." Harry very upset after being ignored. Prince Harry would have been very upset that he was ignored at the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. It has been claimed royal author Angela Levin told The Sun, "I think he would have been very, very upset that he was largely ignored. He still feels HES owed an apology, but HES the one who should apologize." He said during the Oprah interview that Charles and William were trapped. He said had been cut off by his father. "You can't just go around being rude about people and expecting them to open their hearts to you again." 9:40 Queen and Royal Family mark Philip milestone. The royal family gathered over the 4-day Platinum Jubilee weekend to celebrate the Queen's incredible reign. But today, the royals will mark a heartbreaking milestone and remember their beloved late patriarch Prince Philip. On Friday, June 10, the royal family and the nation will remember the late Duke of Edinburgh on what would have been his 101st birthday, as was the case on what would have been Philip's 100th birthday last year. Members of the royal family are likely to pay tribute to the Duke on social media. 9:07 Anne's husband leaves crowd in stitches with joke. Princess Anne's husband left the crowd in stitches as he joked about filling in for his wife at an event. Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence attended Founders' Day on Thursday, the highlight in the Royal Hospital Chelsea's calendar. He said, "Asking me to stand in for my wife at an event like this is a bit like asking Mrs. Harry Kane to lead the England football team out. Or, possibly, to take a penalty for England as her husband did the night before last. I don't know Mrs. Kane, and for all I know she may well have a very strong right foot, but in any case I'm sure she'd do her best, and so will I." 8:20 Meghan and Harry leave themselves vulnerable as they can't be out. Spotlight. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been accused of leaving themselves vulnerable during their Platinum Jubilee visit despite their ongoing security fears in the UK. Royal expert Angela Levin accused the Duke and Duchess of Sussex of acting like petulant teenagers, after they greeted fans from their car by winding down the windows. She highlighted something dangerous could have happened, but the pair did not want to stay out of the spotlight, which contradicted Harry's claims he does not feel safe in the UK. Ms. Levin told GB News, "There he was, in a car with black windows, so they've obliged them with that so nobody could see who it was, and they both opened the windows right down and started waving at the people. That was an indication to me that they couldn't be out of the spotlight. However, that is very dangerous. Someone could throw a bomb or a load of tomatoes through the window. You make yourself very vulnerable." 7:54 Harry told to put on happy face like Meghan. Prince Harry has been told to put on a happy face at future public appearances, like his wife Meghan Markle, with a commentator saying he looked ill at ease at the Jubilee. Royal expert Ingrid Seward said that the Duke of Sussex appeared to be uneasy at his 2 appearances over the weekend, trooping the colour and the service of Thanksgiving. She urged him to put on a happy face for the sake of loyalty to the Queen. Ms. Seward claimed that the short trip, lasting no more than the duration of the Jubilee bank holiday, is evidence of Harry being ill at ease in his homeland. 7:44 Meghan and Harry's permanent UK return questioned. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams said, "It was only over a year ago that they carried out their last royal duties, and their strained relations with the Cambridges were on show for the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey. Then came their interview on Oprah, which was so destructive, and their behaviour, whilst having found freedom as they see it in California, has been unpredictable, to put it mildly. Their relations with the Cambridges remain." Their popularity ratings in Britain. Harry's memoir is supposedly due out later this year, and there is a reported fly-on-the-wall documentary series for Netflix, though details are unclear. Their future obviously lies in the United States, but with periodic trips to Britain if relations with the royal family improve and if Harry is satisfied with security. Read more here. 7:39 Mike admits bid to keep lid on MIA. Lena and Louis. Mike Tyndall has spoken about trying to keep a lid on the excitement of the royal children during the Platinum Jubilee pageant. In an episode of The Good, the Bad and the Rugby podcast, co-host Alex Payne said, "The kids were the stars of the show." He said, "Yeah, Louis. He was just wanting to, and my two, MIA and Lena, are always mischievous, so it was trying to keep a lid on. There were a lot of sweets out back though, so there was a complete sugar high." 7:26 Should Harry and Meghan visit the UK more to support King Charles? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle returned to the UK last week for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. The occasion marked the Sussexes' first outing with the royal family in more than 2 years. So do you think Harry and Meghan should travel to Britain more often to support the future King Charles, or should they focus on their new lives in the US? Have your say here.